Under the asset accounting, we have one of the asset classes as AUC. AUC stands for asset under construction. So under it, if we have the value, so how we can settle that value? Actually, for the AUC, we will not be calculating any depreciation because this is work in progress. So if you have some value, if you have some asset and that asset you have not capitalized, so that you can put it under the AUC, because under the AUC we can maintain those assets which we are not using, and this is work in progress. And for this, what we need to do, how we can do this AUC settlement? For this, it is saying that first of all you need to create the asset class for this AUC, then accordingly you can assign the account determination, screen layout, and number range. And after that, we can create the asset master data, and post creation of your asset master data for AUC. So the way you create the asset master data for your regular assets, same way we can create the master data for the asset under construction, and we can add the value under that asset under construction. After adding the value, so we can do the settlement. And for the settlement, so we need to maintain the settlement rule for our company code, and then we can create the distribution rule, and after creation of the distribution rule we can go for the execution of the distribution rule. So how that settlement will happen, let's see. Here we can go to the financial accounting, then we can go to the asset accounting, then under the organizational structure we can go to the asset classes, and under the asset classes let's create the account determination for AUC. Click on the new entry button, give the ID as 224406. We have the ID for account determination for AUC. AUC, enter, save, and asset under construction. Go back and create the layout also. And here we have been given a standard screen layout ID by the SAP. We can use it. So we can copy the data from that standard ID provided by SAP. So you go down. So you can just see we have here the screen layout ID 4000 as under construction. We can select it, click on the copy as option. So what is the layout ID we want to have for our company code? Let it be 4406, and this is what? This is screen layout for 2244 AUC. AUC, enter, save, again enter. Then we can go back to the asset class creation. We can assign the account determination ID. It is 224406. 224406. Then screen layout ID 4406. And then we have the range as asset number range. We will be creating under this asset class 06. And then actually this number range we can also maintain. Go back. So go to this option called define number range interval. Company code ID we have 2244. Go to the change interval, add interval, and we can add a new number in 06 starting from 601 to 700. Enter, save, click on the save option, enter again, and we can assign this number range in the asset class creation for AUC. This is 06. Now for the AUC asset class creation, we need to select this option under the status of AUC. Under this, by default we'll have this radio button no AUC. Okay, so we need to select the next option called line item settlement. For this AUC, for this asset class, we want to do the settlement. Then we can just save it, click on the save option, and under the same asset class we'll be creating the master data, and the transaction code for the creation of the master data, asset master data, it is AS01. For the creation of the asset master data, we need to give the asset class ID. In our case, it is 224406. Company code ID 2244. and we want to create the single asset. Click on the enter button. Okay, here we need to click on the enter button. It is saying that the asset class cannot be used for the company code 2244. Why? Because for this we have not activated the depreciation area. So we can go to the transaction code OAYZ and we can activate the depreciation area. Chart of depreciation we are using here 2244, and then we can search for our asset class ID 224406 and we can activate the depreciation area. So here the screen layout we can have standard 1000, and then remove this area deactivation, and we can have here depreciation area, because on this we don't calculate any depreciation, so we can assign here depreciation key as 0000. Save it. Click on the save option. Once again we can go for the creation of the asset master data under AUC class, and now we can give the name. So this is asset under construction 2244. Then we can go down, we can keep this capitalization field blank, and then we can go to the depreciation area, and here we can give the useful life 10-year 0 period, and ordinary depreciation start date we can just maintain as 01/01/2023. Save it. It is saying that the cost center field is mandatory, so we need to maintain the cost center, and to make it optional, so where we can go, we need to go to the master data layout, go to the S Pro, go to the path. Again we need to go to the financial accounting, asset accounting, and we have here option master data. Under this we have option screen layout, and under the screen layout we have the option, first option, define screen layout for the asset master data. Double click on the first option, define layout for the asset master data, and here we can select our layout ID 4406. We can select it, go to the left side, logical field group, double click on this, and we have this cost center under the time dependent data. Select this time dependent data, double click on the field group rule, and we can make it as optional. Then save, enter. Once again we can go for the creation of the asset master data, come out of the screen. AA01 is the transaction code, asset class ID, company code ID, enter. Text asset under construction for 2244. Then go to the depreciation area, give the useful life period, and then save. Business area is also coming, so let it be the business area as 1000 standard. 1000 standard. Save it. So our asset got created, it is 601 space 0. If go to the FS00, and we can have the GL, it is 200,006, and then click on the with template button. We have already a GL 200,001 for other assets, so we can copy the data from 200,001. This will be a reconciliation account, and we have copied the data from the land account. We can rename as asset under construction account. Save. Click on the save option, and for this we need to also have the GL 100,006, and again we can take the reference of 100,001, and this is accumulated depreciation on AUC. Accumulated depreciation on AUC. Save. Now we need to assign it, and for the assignment we have transaction code AO90. Select chart of account, go to the under the chart of account, go to the account determination. We need to select here account determination ID 224406. Select this account determination ID, go to the balance sheet account, give the GLS 200,001, enter. Depreciation 100,006, enter. Save, enter. You can go to F-90, date, then vendor, amount, terms of payment, and acquisition of asset. 70 posting key we have for AUC. AUC master data, transaction type 100, enter, enter. So if system will show you this message, if the system will show you this error message, transaction type not possible, then you can go to the transaction code AO90 and under the posting type you can select this option called posting to the affiliated company or do not post to the affiliated company. So here we have the same amount 100,000 for this AUC and text as plus, enter, overview the accounting entry, save it. Now we can check the value. Transaction code is AS03 and we can see here we have the value as 100,000. Check the value for this 601 sub asset for this asset under construction. So we can just see we have a value of 100,000. Now this 100,000, how we can get it settled? We can transfer to the other asset. Now after this, what we need to do? So we need to, for the AUC settlement, SAP has provided us a standard settlement rule, and the ID for the standard settlement rule is AI. So this we need to assign to our company code in which we want to do the AUC settlement. And if we have not assigned this settlement rule to our company code, then in that company code, that AUC settlement will not happen. System will issue the error message. Then after that, we need to write a distribution rule. If we have, let's say, 100,000, so out of this 100,000, how much you want to get distributed to other asset, and accordingly the settlement will happen under the last step, which can be executed with the help of transaction code. It is AIBU date company. Okay, just a minute. Mm, it is double to double four. Vendor for double to double four. 600 to 51. Enter. Amount as 10,000. And here terms of payment we will keep it as blank. AUC acquisition 70. AUC number. Transaction type 100. Enter. So the document got posted. Now let's see once again Asset Explorer. It is showing now the previous value 100,000. Just give me 1 second. Maybe if we refresh, now you can just see. So we have two transactions, and both of these two transactions, system is saying that we made a acquisition of 110,000, and asset value date is 1st of January. Now, if this amount we want to get settled, so for this settlement we need to use the settlement rule, and for the settlement rule, we can just check if it exists in the system with the help of transaction code OKO7. Now here you can just see asset value date is 1st of January, and that is the reason we can just see in the Asset Explorer system is taking the date as 1st of January, purchase date as 1st of January instead of 1st of July. So that is the reason we have the amount as 100,000 and 10,000. So total amount we have 110,000. So this is how system has made a amount of 110,000. Now we can just check with the help of transaction code OKO7 settlement rule. You can just see the message also, maintain the settlement profile. So here we need to maintain the settlement profile, and SAP has already given us standard settlement profile AI so that we can use for the AUC settlement. We can click on position button, search for the settlement profile AI, and you can just see AI is for settlement for your AUC. Settlement for the AUC. Now you can go to the detail option. You can find out the settings we have under AI. So here it is saying that the settlement will be done fully, and allocation structure system has taken AI, and where this value will go. So the value will go to the asset only, and here it is saying that indicator. So this amount you can get settled with numbers as well as in percentage. So for example, 10-20% you want to allocate between two assets, so that percentage allocation can also be done, and based on the numbers asset value can also be distributed. Then after that, here it is saying that who is going to take the value here. So here you can just see the fixed asset is going to take the value. Settlement is required for the fixed asset. For other receiver, it is not allowed. Then we have the standard document type system is going to give you for this AUC settlement. It is AA, and up to 999 line item this settlement can be done. Then after this we have the validity for 12 months. Now we will go back and we'll assign the settlement rule to the transaction code 2244, and transaction code we have for this, it is OAAZ, and click on position button, find out the company code 2244. So here we can just see settlement profile is missing. So let's assign the settlement profile AI, press enter button, save it, and then again enter. Then after this we need to write the distribution rule under the transaction code AIAB. So let's have transaction code AIAB, and also I will take you to the asset explorer where I want to show the value to the assets. Here I will just show you those assets to which we are going to transfer the value from this AUC while doing the settlement. So we have furniture, and within the furniture we have 403, 404. So these assets we don't have the value. So we want this distribution to be done for these assets. So let's see the value for 403, 404. So it is showing you zero value for 403. Let's have the name also. It is taking time to come. So you can just see we have the furniture and it has a zero value 403, and let's see also 404. So we have zero value for both of these two assets. Now while doing the AUC settlement, we want that value to be that value to be assigned to both of these two assets, and for this distribution rule we need to run transaction code AIAB. So this we have already run. So this is the distribution rule, and you can just see the title bar. It is saying that settlement AUC, and we need to select the AUC master data number. We need to have here the AUC master data. It is 6010 sub number for the company code 2244. Click on the execute button, and you can just see it is saying that we have two documents. We have document number 230011 and 230012, and both has a asset value date as 1st of January, and total amount is 110,000. So for first document we have 100,000, and for second it is 10,000, and total amount we can just see 110,000. Now for which document you want to do the settlement, so one by one you can pick both the document. So let's pick the first document, and you can just see status as the present status, it is showing as red. So red means the settlement distribution rule has not been maintained right now. And if you want to write this distribution rule, you select this line item, and then you can just see there is a button called enter. Click on the enter button. It was system is going to ask you for the category, so you press F4 key, and you can just see we have the order type category. Here it is asking for the category, so we have two category, one for the asset and second for the WBS. So let it be the type as FXA, and then we need to write here the distribution rule. Settlement receiver, so we'll have here two settlement receiver, one is 403, another is 404, and for the 404 also we need to write the category as FXA, and we need to write it here percentage. Remember, in the settlement profile we have seen that the settlement can be done according to percentage and according to numbers also. Okay, so we want to do the settlement according to percentage. So out of this 100,000, we want 60% to be allocated to 403, and remaining 40% we want to get allocated to 404. press enter button, and then you can just see system has taken both of your master data, and we can now go back. Now you can just see system has changed the status from red to green for your first document. Same way you can do it for the second. So select the second and do the same thing. Now we can save it. Click on the save option. Now we can go back. Actually we don't need to save. So just click on the back option, and then here we need to save. You can just see the status for both of these two documents. We have green. Now we can click on the save option. So you can just see the message it is showing you. Distribution rule saved. Now we need to execute this distribution rule, and for this we can refer to the next transaction code. It is AIBU. Transaction code is AIBU. So let's run transaction code AIBU and then enter. System is going to ask you for your company code and then your asset number for which you want to do the settlement. So here we need to put it the AUC asset master data, and then the settlement you want to do on which date. So we need to enter the date specification like the document date, asset value date, and posting date. So let it be document date and value date and posting date as same, today's date, and then we can write here the text as AUC settlement, and we can now execute with the test run option. So click on the test run option. So by default this test run is selected. We need to click on the execute button. So we can just see here we have the asset 403 and 404, and in this system is giving the value. It is 66,000 and 44,000. So total amount is 110, and because we have maintained the settlement profile, under that settlement profile we have maintained the percentage as 60 and 40. So accordingly the system is giving the value. So the value is correct. We can go back and we can execute it. Without test run we can execute. Deselect the test run, click on the execute button. It is saying that for the AUC settlement number range is missing, so we can just see the number range which is required. Click on the question mark. It is saying that a no number range is maintained for the company code W44 for this AUC document settlement. So you click on this maintain number range for the settlement document. Click on the maintain number range for the settlement document. So system will take you to the path where this number range is to be maintained. So you click on this option called maintain numbering for settlement document. Assign, select, and then assign. So now we can just see we have assigned this standard accounting document to our company code 2244. Now we can save it. Click on the save option and then enter. Go back, go back, go back, and close this error, and again press enter button. Now we need to go to the same transaction code again, and here we have the value date, text as AUC settlement, and then click on the execute button. So let it be without test run. Click on the execute button. System is saying that asset transaction posted with the document number 10030. So with this document system has made the settlement. You can go on the right side, you can just see the value, and also you can see the value in your asset explorer. If you want to see this document 10030, you can also go to the line item. So here it is saying that the value system has received from where? System has received the value from 601 and assigned to both of these two assets 403 and 404, and proportion is 60-40 and total amount is 66 and 44,000. And you can also see for this AUC settlement system has also given us the transaction type as 345, like we use 100 for the external asset acquisition. Same way here for the AUC settlement we have the transaction type 345. Now we can just close it, go back, and FB03 we can see this document 10030 in the company code 2244 for the AUC settlement. So this is the accounting document we have, and we can now go to the asset explorer. So here we have already opened the asset explorer. Click on the refresh button. For the asset 404, we can just see the value. Now you can just see 44,000 value system has taken, and this 44,000 value you can just see from the transaction type 346, it has come into the master data through the AUC settlement. And for the 403 also you will see the same thing, but the value will be different, 66,000. And if you just check the value for your AUC, so that would have made by the system as 0. You can just see it is 0, and here it is also showing that on 1st of January we made the AUCs, we made the AUC acquisition through two documents, 100,000 and 10,000, and now we made the settlement. Total settlement we have made with amount 110,000 coming with minus sign. So this is how we can do the asset AUC settlement in the asset accounting.